Today we're going to make these wire hearts. I've made one with copper and the other one I've made with silver. So you can use whatever wire you want. And I'm just going to show you how to make these jump rings, or if you've got already made jump rings, you can use those. And how to attach it on this lovely black cord, and how to attach these fold over clasps, these, and also how to attach the jump rings and the lobster clasp. So what you will need would be a ruler and 22 gauge jewelry making wire, either silver or copper, any of those ones. And if you're making your own jump rings, you'll need like some kind of file. Obviously you need some cord to put the pendant on. And this is optional, but I hammered them a bit. I have a block and a hammer, but you don't really have to, but I just hammered it a little bit. And you'll need some jewelry making glue and a cocktail stick. And the tools you'll need will be flush cutters, round nose pliers, barrel pliers, or sometimes called bail pliers, flat nose pliers, chain nose pliers. You might need jaw pliers just to straighten a wire, so you might not need that. Right, so we're going to start off by making my heart. The next thing is we're going to cut 7 inches of wire. So I'm just going to get my wire. I've got my wire here. It looks quite straight, so I don't think it needs to straighten out. And I'm going to place it at the 7-inch mark. Right, that where my finger is. Keep my finger there. Pick up my flush cutters. There's my flush cutters. And I'm just going to simply cut it. Put away my flush cutters. Put away my ruler. Right. This is 7 inches. It does look a little bit wonky actually. So I'm going to pick up my jaw pliers and just give it a little straightening. I can hold it with me flat nose pliers, one end, and just straighten it a little bit. That's it. When I straighten it, does harden it a bit as well. Now I've got 7 inches of wire. I'm going to just put the round nose pliers in the middle of the wire, like that. And then just bring it across, cross it, and turn it a couple of times. So then you got that. Bring it down. And then pick up your barrel pliers. Your barrel pliers. I'm going to use the last step to form a curve on each side. So I've done it one side. So I'm going to bring it down on one side. And then using the same step and bend it down on the other side to form the top of the heart. Make some little adjustments. So it should look like that. I'm going to cross lower down. So now that I've crossed lower down, I'm just going to wrap the wire around about 3 times. I want to keep the coils together and just wrap it about 3 times. How many times you want really, but around that. So there's 3 coil. Can you see 3 there? Or you can wrap 4. So we'll wrap, give it another wrap. It's a wrap. So I've done 4. So the next thing we're going to do is cut off that long bit of wire. I'm going to cut it near to the loops, not right on the loops. Cut that, get rid of that. I'm going to pick up our round nose pliers. I'm going to form a loop. I think this loop is a bit too long. Let's just form it and see where it goes. Okay, I'm going to form. It's a little bit too long, so I'm just going to cut a little bit gradually to see how. So I've put my hand there. I'm going to cut it. It's going to leave another bit of loop because I'm just cutting it gradually. So I'm going to bring the loop around a bit more gradually until it meets like that. I think it's a little bit too big, so I'm just going to cut off a little bit more gradually. Just cut off a bit more, hold it, get rid of that little sharp end. I think that might be what I want. And then pick up my round nose pliers and gently bring it in, forming a loop. So I think I want the loop to be a bit smaller, so I will cut a little bit more off of it. Holding my hand there, being careful because of the sharp parts. And then form my loop. Bring it away. You'll see a little bit of pokey end, so I'm going to go near, but not too near to the loops. And just cut another bit of that pokey end like that. And then I think I'll turn the hoop round, that's it. And then close it together. So the loop is like that. I'll tidy up the loop. So we don't want this bit getting caught on anything, so we're going to add a little bit of glue. This loop's a little bit too long for my liking, so I'm going to cut a little bit more. Be bold and cut a bit more. Mind that bit, sharp bit. Get rid of it. And then form a loop again. Let's see how this loop looks. Let's make some adjustments. I prefer that size loop. So now, obviously I want to close that gap. So I'm going to pick up my glue. Tiny bit on my cocktail stick. Get rid of that. And add some glue. Add a little bit of glue. And then bring it together. Using my chain nose pliers, I'm going to slowly close it. Hold it a couple of seconds. Now it's closed. So this next bit I'm going to do is dried now. So the next bit I'm going to do is just hammer it just to flatten it a little bit. Then use this side. Just going to flatten it. This part's optional, but I just feel I like hardening it. Just hardening the wire. Sometimes I like using this part and it just leaves a little, don't mind it leaving a little mark on it because I like the little mark that goes on it. So I've hardened it. I use the metal bit, so just, you can see some little texture. Not much, but... can harden the bottom bit. Be careful because I don't want it to come apart. So there's the heart. Made a little pattern. So the next thing, we don't need the hammer anymore. So the next thing is we need some jump rings. So I'm going to make a couple. Just show you how to make a couple. You can make a couple or use ready-made. I'm just going to make a couple by picking up my bell pliers. I think I'll use this one. Yeah. Hold it, the wire, and just wrap it a couple of times. Oh, just 3 or 4. How many jump rings you want? Made a couple of jump rings. Right. So then pick up your flush cutters and just going to cut that bit off. Put away the wire. As you can you see? Oh, it's going blurred. I'm going to cut now. I probably made about 2-3 jump rings, not many. Once you've made your jump rings, all your jump rings, you're going to open it through the sideways. And then you'll pick up your file and file in between on both sides. You're going to file until this is nice and smooth, so that when you join it together, it's nice and flush. So now that you've got 2 jump rings open, you can put it onto the heart. And once that's open, you just put the cord inside. And then just close it. You can add some glue in there. You're going to need a bit of glue. I'm just going to add a small amount because I don't want it to get on the cord. And let it dry and then dry. Close it. So it should look like this. So we just have to add the jump rings and the fold over clasp and the lobster clasp to the other side. So we're going to put on the fold over clasp. Just have to handle it a bit gently. So I'm going to take one side of the cord and I'm going to push it in. I'm going to just slowly place it inside. So now that it's inside, I'm just going to gently bring it together. I'm going to gently bring it in together, like that. Make sure it's all in. Just have to just have to handle it nice and carefully. So now that you've put it in together, I think I'll take my chain nose pliers and gently press it down. Gently and slowly. I'm pressing it down. I'm going to do a slight adjustment by gently bringing it in a bit more at the sides and then gently pressing it down a bit. So you repeat that on both sides. And then the next thing is I'm using a jump ring that's already made. So I've got the jump ring here. And I'm going to just open it. Like that. Place it on one side. And then close it. Like that. You can add a drop of glue if you want. And then go to the other side. Pick up your other jump ring. And then we're going to just open it. Just open it like that. And then pick up the other end. And place it on. And then the jump. And then the next thing, the lobster clasp. Get that right on. I think I'll get my chain nose pliers. And close it. Could add in a drop of glue if you want. So your ends should look like that. With the pendant, heart-shaped, fancy pendant. So there we've got both of the heart-shaped pendants. So if you've got any comments or any questions, please pop them down below. If you want to follow me, I'll put down my social medias. If you want to have a look at my Etsy shop, where I sell fashion jewellery, key rings and phone straps with much more to come, I'll pop them down below. And if you like the video, please press the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and press that notification bell so YouTube lets you know that I've put another video. And another fun tutorial of some great jewellery that you can make.